We will start our discussion on language, the regex language and MD5, and then a script with this starting from this. So in here, from the previous lesson, you know that this one is you have you have the data in the you have the values in here and then random values, and then if you have the output file in page one in my desktop here. So later if I run this one, you will see page one. Okay, so if I want to print the title in or the file in this Power BI graphical console, then the first the simplest one would be the ggplot, and then I just put the gg title in it, and then it will show the title in here. Okay, so the second one would be the data. If I want to sample the first values of this table of this valve here, then I can just use the grid table, and then with the head function to take the head to take the top 6 rows in this case, and then I can display. Okay, so alternatively, if I want to display the result or anything in the page one here, I can use a sync function, and then at the end I can use a sync now in order to close all the sync. And then in this case, I can just print whatever I want, and I want to print in this case is the on the top of this table and the bottom of this table, and then at the end of the file. The end is just to for you to know that the code is over, and then everything is okay. So if you don't see the end, meaning there's something wrong in between already. Okay, so after I run this one, you can see the page one here in my desktop, and then if I open my desktop here, you can see the one already. Okay, so you can see here. Let us compare line for line the code, and then the result. So you can see here, if you you can see the top of the top rows from the data, and then you see 1 to 5 to 6, and then the bottom rows here, and then you can see from 95 to 1000. Okay, so that's the thing. Now, if this is the just an example for you I just want to show the setup of the file the whole project, but I can do this with any table I want. Okay, so let me start with I don't want to start with this value anymore, but I want to start with this values equal to the data frame name, and I want to, okay, so maybe I will start with the this, and column 1 will be the Alice, Bob, Cody, David, and then Elma. Okay, so if I put the names in column C1 here, can run this one as well. So it will give me the table with one column only. And this one is name. And then if I refresh this one, it will also give me the same thing. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, if I want to uh, if I want to add something, or I want to derive something from column C1 in here, I can also do that by, okay, so assuming that the simplest one would be I will want to add some noise in here. Okay, so for example, one Emma 2 Bob 1. Okay, So this one will is the same thing, but then assuming that we have some notes in here, and then you see note from Bob, and then so this note is okay to sometimes the table you want to put some note next to the name, which is fine. But then if you want to sort, or you want to get a clean name, then this note becomes a problem, and then you want to get rid of those note. And then the easiest one in a script would be to just to use a regular expression. So I want C2, which is gsub, the substitute, global substitute of uh, all the open bracket and anything else until the end of the string would be replaced to the now. Okay, so let me replace to XXX here, and then later you will see uh, the result first, and then I will replace the name clean, and then equal to C2. Okay, so after this, if I run this one, you can see here the one everything from the open square bracket until the end, it will be replaced with the xxx in this case by this expression. So if I want to actually I want to replace with a blank string like this, and then I have the clean name. Okay, so so this just show you the power of a regular expression to remove the unwanted thing at the end. So assuming that I have something in the beginning, I can do the same thing as well. So assuming that Alice I have in front, and then Cody I have in front also. So you can see here the Alice here will be Alice here will be the blank, and Cody here be blank because it will replace all the way from the opening to the closing like this. Okay, so that's why. So assuming that I want to replace the opening only, and then with this until the closing, let us try and see how it goes. Okay, so in this case, because the opening and the closing this is very confusing expression. So instead of using this kind of structure, I think the best way to do is just to do this. So anything between the two will be, and now you're done. So this expression tell us that everything from the opening and then everything else in here. So even when you have something like this, uh, it will replace uh, the whole thing here with the blank. That's why you have the Alice and Bob, and so everything else will be replaced. Okay, so that's the idea of replacement, and then you can use the gsub and then with the regular expression in this case in order to get the clean name. Okay, maybe I want to name adjusted like this because it's quite similar to what we do in accounting environment, and also the name is shorter. Okay, so going back to the page one, if we refresh, this one is supposed to give us the same thing as well. So in this case, you have the clean name, and then the the uh, the clean name, and then also the adjusted name next to each other. Okay, so mm Now I can remove this already, and then you just uh, you just focus on the columns in here. So in this case, we have two columns. So I can introduce another variable as well. So for example, C3, uh, which is the so Alice from Indonesia, uh, Bob from Singapore, Cody from Malaysia, David from Vietnam, and then Elma from Thailand. Okay, and then I can do market in here, and then you go to C3. Actually, if you don't mind, you can copy the whole thing from here to C3 here also, but then it will be more, it will be easier for beginners to read like this. So you have like three columns, and then you bind the three columns together in the same table like this, and then you have the result. Okay, so after this, you can see. Oh, let me refresh this from here also, and then you can see the same thing. And then you can see the whole table. If you want to combine the two, for example, the name here and then the name here together, you can also do that in C4 here with the paste function. In this case, I paste the C3 and then the C2 later. The separator will be this. I want the separator, a long separator like this, and then I will use a mix for seed 4. Okay, so and then after this, you can have the combination of the market and then the name as well. So if you want, you don't want the long name like this, you can replace the separator with anything short. For example, the slash. Slash is also common, or like the semicolon like this also okay. Okay, so let me put it back to the original like this. Okay, so that's how we process tables in generate table and process columns, combine columns in our script and in Power BI as well, and then also how we export the result to HTML, and then we can debug and then we can use later. So the end, this is the end here. It's just the signal that actually we run to the end of the program or the end of the script already. If you don't see the end here, meaning that something is wrong in between already, and then you need to check your code or your script, and then you need to fix it.